Alright, welcome back everybody to some more Dominions 5. We are in turn 28 of the 1v1 against Tien. We are playing Therodos. We are attacking, let's see, not a lot going on at the top. So we are in fact skipping straight to the battles. And we are attacking in Russia. Let's start here. This is just us moving in with our army against this little group of horse archers. Not that interesting, but we're always interested in how a script goes. And for some reason... Oh, there's the sound. I was missing my own sound here. Got it fixed. The blessings are coming sort of spread out. Yeah, we're not getting everyone blessed, which is an issue. Well, it's easy to see the ones who are glowing red are blessed, the other ones are not. This guy at the front is blessed. Alright. Did we have swiftness in our bless? I did not go for swiftness, did I? Wait. Combat speed plus 30%. That is swiftness, yeah. Alright. So it went alright. We need to work. I am working on a better version of scripting every time I see one of these battles. In Verdland, we are attacking with a similar sized army. This is I believe this one goes a little bit better. We have on the other side, he's been building these footmen who are, I don't know why he's constructing those specifically, or building. This is not PD, I think. Well, we've got 4 Melias here, and some of them are blessing, some of them are thugging. But I believe the bless goes a little bit better here, at least as far as I recall. Yeah, but it's still like a ramshackle of movement forward. It's not super well organized. And it's really that's the biggest downside of the bless that I've made, is the large size, which forces us to have them spread out more, which makes it harder to bless everyone. If there were 2 per tile, since it blesses an entire tile when it blesses, it would be easier. And this is just making it harder. Means it takes more casts in combat to bless everybody, and that's not ideal necessarily. It comes with its advantages, which I think outweighs the cost for the most part, like the extra strength. And, well, it would have been nice if it had made them immune to trampling from the nobles, but of course that's not the case, as we have seen. And here we lost just 5 units, just 5 ghosts. It's fine. No sacreds lost. This is ideally how we want the battles to go. I think that was a best case scenario. In Midria, we are being raided, and we have the little Cabas, and he's doing another chariot group with a selection of archers, and these are Bone Tribe Beast Hunters throwing javelins, but he's gonna get this one no problem. Midria, he loses 2 of the Bone Tribe Beasts Hunters. Alright, and in Mountains of Evernight, this is our Expander Expander pretending. On the other side, there's nothing, so it's not really an interesting battle, except for we start at 23 protection, and we cast Summon Earth Power, and it does not increase our protection because it's natural protection, and there's an algorithm here that results in total protection, which it didn't increase. Actually, let me check these 2 down here. When we go back out, that's the important numbers. So we will go back into Mountains of Evernight and just see protection. No, it's still 28 and 22, and that's the same. Alright, so he does Summon Earth Power. He has Reinvigoration 3, then he goes to Reinvigoration 7, and that means you reinvigorate or replenish 7 or 8 fatigue, because you already has the innate 1 that every creature has. I had +4 when they are above 100, but 8 in every turn basically. And he gives 11 fatigue from that. Then he casts another spell. Oh, he's already reinvigoration. Here, yeah, 8 down. Then he casts personal regeneration, goes to 13. Let's speed it up a bit. Then down again. Mist form up to 13. So he's basically at this point fatigue neutral, where he's almost not gaining any fatigue at all and getting rid of it all the time. So now to 16, very, very slowly climbing, if anything. Fire shield to 19, which is nice, because when you go about above 50 fatigue, you start taking more critical hits. So that would make him weaker. Now we are at a point where he can more or less do at least the basic spells without ever getting fatigued, which is quite nice. But yeah, I was hoping he would gain more protection. It's fine though. He's still a beast in combat, and we didn't find anyone who could kill him this turn, so that's nice. In Orlon Tova, we are being attacked by the big army of Tien. This is it, and we see some new things. There's a lot of interesting things going on here. We have a two rows now of these warriors of 5 elements. We have a row behind everything with priests, so they are now well protected. We may want some attack rear stuff going down here, but these are not really the most important units. They are still going to be annoying for my ghosts. There's now, more importantly, 6 of these Masters of the Dead that, just like the priests, will absolutely murder ghosts at range. Then up here, I'm sure you've already seen them. Here they are, Demon of Heavenly Rivers. Right now not blessed, so without the bless, they hit at 32. So they will reliably deal a good amount of damage to Mad Bird Dog, in fact, and that is quite scary. At attack 13, not so much. Size 3, they can have 2 in a square. Hold on. Oh, right, we can't have 2 in a square because our war dancers are bad formation fighters. That's the main issue, right? But they can have 2 per square, even though they're size 3, because they are size 3. And then they also are berserking, so when I poison them with Man-Bird Dog's foul vapors, they will in fact take a little bit of damage, and that will activate their rage. They will be hitting at 6 or 4 more, so they will be hitting at 36. Plus they will have regeneration if they are blessed, and they will be most assuredly. Then we have in here, there's a Master of the 5 Elements. We now see one of these running around. It's a Fire Mage 2, but it has 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 as a base, and a 1 in priest level as 2 as well. And then it gets a random in one of the 5 things here. So I suppose that's the 5th element. That's nature. They consider that an element. Chi does, at least. So that's kind of interesting. And he's wielding a bamboo rod. He's literally running around with a bamboo stick. But it's not his... he's not meant to be in melee, of course. So he's got fire too. Quite interesting. Then a really, really interesting thing is this little lady here. I think it's a lady. Yeah. This is Huhi, the immortal archer. He's both got Sword of Swiftness and a black steel kite shield, so he's starting to equip some units with special equipment. This unit is yeah, well, look at this. Fire Mage 3, Astral 2 is scary, Priest is 2 is scary, but then oh, wait a minute, interesting. Well, he's got immortality. That's a real big thing here, immortality. So even if I kill this guy, he will keep coming back. It's a summon, not something that you can build right off the bat. So I can't find this one in the mod inspector, so I have no idea how he got this. I didn't know that this was a thing. Don't know how he gets it, and I don't know if I don't know. It's a hero. Is that right? A well-known archer wasn't right. So it's not like something he can spam. This is a hero unit. I get it. Named a specific hero unit. Interesting. So yeah, okay. So he's not gonna get more than 1. And if I manage to kill it just once permanently, then it will be permanently gone. How do we kill it permanently? Well, there are a few ways. Soul Slay is the big one. And there's a sword that can do it. But it's gonna be tricky. We don't have anyone who can do Soul Slay except Manbird Dog, and like he would have to hit this unit specifically. Or we will have to start forging that specific sword. Soul burning sword something, and then in melee you have to kill that unit with that sword for us to eliminate it permanently. Alright, so this is a quite scary army, and I think, like, I don't want to count how many ghosts I would need to kill this stack. We would need to do something more than just ghosts, that's for sure. So we'll look at the scripting. These guys are running forward with, let's see again, air shield, defense skill +4, which is not going to be super useful for them. Well, I don't remember how much of the penalty the Berserk is, but they will go down. But the regen, they will be regenerating, I suppose, 4 per turn, which is quite scary. Then all of these not skeletons, but Masters of the Dead. He's doing fire arrows, both with the Master of the 5 Elements and with this Immortal Archer guy. And yeah. So hold on. Okay, Fireflies is what's coming out here. Interesting choice. And he murders everything as if it wasn't even a problem, a fight. Lots of his units are horror marked. I'm assuming that's just from random events. Alright. These guys are doing animate dead, but they won't do that if I have ghosts in the fight. Then they will be doing dust to dust. So this is actually interesting. I didn't notice this the first time. He's got a Sword of Swiftness in here, but that means that he's not getting the natural attack that this unit has. So if we go out here and look at Olantova, and this is what was really scary to me. In here, Immortal Archer. He comes in with a golden bow. Golden bow with +10 precision, 12 animation only, but if extra damage effect on damage, hard finding. And it goes down here to it. It is a special attack that is armor negating. That doesn't really matter because it's 99.9 or 999 damage. Strength of field are not added. Doesn't matter, but magic resistant negates, and it doesn't work on inanimate beings. We don't have any inanimate beings. We do have people with everything has magic resistance. It doesn't say here specifically what the attack is, or it rolls versus magic resistance. I'm assuming it's like 12 or 15-ish. That's usually the area we're looking at. But because he's put the sword on him, he's actually doesn't have that attack. Because this could very well kill Manbird Dog. Right? He just needs to fail 1 magic resistance test, and then he's permadead. Not permadead, dead, but dead. Just dead, instant dead. So that's a little bit scary. Just a little bit. But other than that, in this army, the only thing that can really hurt us is the demons of the heavenly rivers. The only things that are immune to poison are the warriors of the 5 elements. So if we had Manbird Dog, in fact, if I had moved Manbird Dog in here this turn, I am decently sure that we would have won and wiped this stack. They are here, right next to Manbird Dog. And I didn't expect him to move in here, and I didn't really want that fight because I didn't know the exact composition. And the army is certainly scary, but not for Mr. Manbird Dog. Alright. Other things of note. Well, I'm not sure we can survive the onslaught of these demons of the heavenly rivers, but they are not poison immune. So they will be taking damage from that, and we saw the scripting in here that regeneration will counteract the poison though. So it's not going to be the poison that kills them. If I had this script here, well, all the sacreds will survive the poison then, I suppose. Right. And he's got a lot of sacred stuff. So the astral shield will be quite nice. Protection 23 is just not enough. That's the major issue. Mist form, though, really counteracts a lot of the strikes from those big dudes. And I mean, he just has to, once he starts counterattacking in melee, he will one-shot everything that he hits, and he will be hitting quite reliably. So every turn, he will probably be killing one of those demons if those are the ones that he's indeed hitting. And he's gonna hit everything that he's trying to hit with 23. So that is nice. But we are seeing some problems here. I would like to switch out his equipment for maybe a Sword of Swiftness instead, and then a Wine Shield is what I'm currently thinking. And I also want a full plate instead of the black steel plate. So those are the things that I'm looking at right now. We will need to update Man Bird Dog's equipment. I think he would win in the end. I would really like him to get rid of this Never Healing Wound, which he hasn't done that quite yet. Alright, that's all on Tova. We needed to analyze this army. This is really, really scary. For everything but Mandor, I think everything else they would just completely wipe. Everything else I have. So I'm glad that we don't have any other important armies nearby that move in there or something like that. Alright, Obashin. This is just us taking a Indie territory. Not a big deal. They win. Oh, they do have a priest. So we take some friendly fire, which is annoying. But we managed to rout them as usual. Obashin, we lose 7 units. Not that big of a deal. We've got another province inside our realm. Copper Woods. This is me poking this territory with the Hoburgers and Earth Gnomes. Really interesting little territory with a Crusher that can't kill Manbird Dog. So this is not scary, but I don't think we could kill it with ghosts, like not reliably. It can't really kill ghosts reliably, but it can tank it out for quite a while. The Burgermeister's Guard would die against ghosts. Earth Gnomes would... I guess they would die against ghosts. So that leaves the 2 sorceresses, and this is really, really interesting. This one's not that big of a deal. It has some gems, and I'm sure they would use them to maybe make fire elementals or something similar. It'll be small fire elementals, but still scary. She's mind burning. They both are mind burning here. But then look at this lady here. First of all, pretty insane little mage here. And but what the hell is this? Robe of the Sorceress is woven metal attached by the sorceress in Satina to increase her sorcerer's powers and protect her from harm. I think this is a unique item. It's sorcery +1. It costs 80 gems. Like, I want that robe, and I need to make sure that my opponent does not get this robe, right? This is something that we'll have to look at, how to get that done. She's also got this Pendant of Luck, which is gonna make it easy or harder to kill her. They mind burn my little scout here before he can run away. Boom. So yeah, that's kind of scary. And she has a forebear guarding her. Yeah. I'm not sure. We need to figure out how to beat this province and then hopefully loot this Robe of the Sorceress. We're gonna come back to Copper Woods. In Dragonport, this is just me poking, I think. Yeah, being annoying. I wanted to see the PD here. With 1 Spectral Commander. Apparently there's Cataphract in the PD. The protection 15, but 3 attacks is pretty good against ghosts, higher chance of hitting, and light cavalries with short bows. Like not something we raid with like 10 ghosts. We need like 20, 30 at least. And if he counter moves, it would be sort of annoying loss. So that's we're not going to be raiding here right now. In Wicker Woods, we are being attacked. A fairly insignificant province. This one generates 3 gold per turn, so we don't care about it. But we care about killing this raiding stack. I was just checking if it had any injuries or anything. It's got a little bit of archers in here. Yeah, they with that counter or rear attacking chariot thing, they just murder everything. There's nothing. It's not even a contest. Okay, Dragonport, Wicker Woods. Then in Barmut, this is me poking his fort just to see what he was doing for PD, and we could definitely have taken it this turn. I'm sort of sorry that we didn't. Yeah, this would not be an issue. Then a lot of unexpected events. Some of them are actually fairly predictable at this point. In the Bountiful Land, we are losing population, and in Keejchen, we get 10 defense. Unfortunately, I hadn't put it up to 6 PD already, which I normally do, so we only get the 10, which is, I suppose, fine. Yeah. And a new famous hero down here in Verdland. So now we have, I think, 4 Melias who are on the Hall of Fame. And here's 3 chariot commanders, noble commanders that are on here. And let's see, this was go to Commander Pontoporai, Heroic Endurance. So she's going to be a dedicated spellcaster from here on out. I think she already was scripted to do that, and I didn't change her script based on this, so that's fine. She's going to be an advance in spells. Yep. That is a-okay. Good. That was the events. Mountains of Ebonite. He's spreading disease everywhere he goes. That's fine. Killing the countryside. Population of the world. If all the people in the world died, I would win. Because he needs money to sustain and put out new units and pay for his units. I don't care about that kind of thing. I just pay for my commanders. But we're getting money just for dancing. We could just dance everywhere all the time. 150. So you get about 10 gold per dance. As we've seen. Let's just do a quick test of that. 8, 14. And in good water 6. Yeah, so average 10. Which means it doesn't actually fully pay for the Hecata, but then we get a Spectral Dancer, a Spectral Commander, right? And it increases Dominion. So I'm not sure I should keep dancing where I already have 10 Dominion, but I think that gives me an increased chance of getting Spectral Dancers and Spectral Commanders. So it's probably still alright. And same here. We are at 10 Dominion there now. And Dominion works like water in Dominion's 5, so it overflows in this province, means it spreads more to adjacent provinces. And when they go to 10, it escalates. We can look at it in here. Dominion is in fact always increasing. As soon as it has gone down a little bit here, but this means to me that we are winning the Dominion War and we will be pushing his Dominion back. And we've just built a new temple, so it'll only increase in value. And when we take this throne up here, which I'm sure must be a level 2 throne, we will get even more. We can look at what I've been guessing at what thrones it could be, and I'm not sure. It's yeah. I mean, this is for sure a level 2 throne, right? And it doesn't. That one is probably not the Throne of Fire. So with that in mind, then this one might be the Throne of Fire, or it could be the Throne of the First Age. The Second Age is here, and then this one here increases order. Dominion gets order +1. This would actually be quite nice. I mean, that would just make us more money. Turmoil isn't something that we necessarily need. It's just something that we have in the Dominion to get more points. So we increase order by 1, we lose 1 turmoil. We would make more money all around, and that would be a-okay. The other ones, second age would spread dominion more than a normal throne does. The age thrones, and strength +1. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Throne of Fire will give us attack skill +3 and allow us access to this added the fire that I really want. So that would be quite nice. Also more fire gems that we can definitely spend. Then throne spread or dominion spread. This one's probably a little bit boring, but magic resistance would be quite nice on our sacred ghosts. And in general, it would work on man-bird dog, so to resist that instant kill arrow from that immortal archer, so stuff like that. And the increased dominion spread is probably worth it. So, I mean, I want all of them. There's none of them that I would be mad about getting compared to others. So, we are in fact attacking in Nightfall. I didn't even change the script because I think of all the moves that I could make, this is probably the safest one. Because there's a river here and a river here. So it's actually safeguarded from anything from the south. And he's not really threatening from the north. To get into Nightfall, he would have to go to Lombaria, which it's entirely possible that he moves to Lombaria this turn, but then we would have time to react in here. I'm going to White Lake with what we had in Erusia here. Not expecting any resistance, but it's just to move around, and then once they are here and we take it Nightfall, they will bounce in here, especially if he moves into Lombaria, then we will have to move in and protect it. But also we could see a dragon come flying, because it's in his dominion. Maybe. Could be a thing. Yeah. Not sure what he would do. We would need to make it my dominion ASAP, and the easiest way would be to just claim the throne right away. He's only got 1 dominion strength. I'm sure it would change in 1 turn if I did that. So yeah, we're not even changing the script here. It's fine. He's not going to send his dragon in here blindly. Not blindly, but why would he do that? And if the dragon came in here alone, then I'm sure Man-Bird Dog will actually kill it. So it's fine. We're still hitting with the 46 in here, which I think was more in the fight. Why is it only 46 out here? No, he's 45. Okay. It's not... Dominion bonus. Dominion affects his strength. I didn't know that it affected the strength of the pretender. But of course it does. He's stronger in Dominion. Nice. Okay. But it's still... I mean, he's gonna kill the dragon. And the dragon doesn't have any, like, damage bonuses, so it's gonna be really hard for it to be hitting at protection 23. We're both regenerating, but I would more reliably kill it than vice versa. Yeah. Alright. Did I go for everything here? I did. Infamous hero. So we're moving here, then I'm sending out another Poga here, just to Spectral Commander, just to sort of gauge also if he's moving troops in here. I'll see them that turn. In Lombaria, I'm sending Meligal over to just help. We have a War Elephant in the PD. I would hate for this commander to just die, and the elephant will just die to the warriors of the 5 elements anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm paying upkeep for Meligal here, and I don't want to. So if he dies, it's fine. You know what? In fact, I haven't put PD in here. I need to do that. So I will go and cancel another Kurede. I've had to cancel some Kuredes around the world. We're building a lab in Jinport. And unfortunately, Oinomeus got deceased in here. So that is the downside of this fort that I've made. We can't really have living commanders standing in here, which is interesting that these guys will be recruited in here, and they will be potentially deceased the turn that they get recruited. But once we do, we will immediately move them to Therodos. So recruit and then move away, and that will be how we collect the ghosts, I think, for the most part. We're moving in a ghost commander right now to pick them up. Alright, and in Scythia, up here from Birdland, we're moving into Scythia, as I said. And then we are bringing in Polymelos here to help. Yeah, he's just gonna go summon Earth Power, Iron Skin to protect his own skin, and then Strength of Giants twice, and then advanced spells he might just keep Strength of Gianting, but I want him to do at least twice to cover all the sacreds if possible, and they will be quite beastly at that point. What do they hit at normally in a straight up fight? Once they've enraged, we'll look at it here. 20, so they would go to 24. And I think this is probably most certainly worth it. Not sure what else we would cast with him. I don't think I saw anything else that like I really wanted. Legions of Steel doesn't make sense for us because most of our troops don't have armor. They don't wear armor. Some of them do, so maybe it would be okay, but he will do it on his own. And I'm sure he will switch into Legions of Steel. You know what, in fact, I'll just do it like that. Yeah, 1 Strength of Giants, at least. Just in case we encounter dragons. Then it would be quite nice to have the extra strength. So that's the move over here. Nephele is indeed moving into the faraway sea. We couldn't afford a lab in here, this turn, but I do want to set it up next turn. So I'm building the lab here first, because then I can move Oinomeus out and have him follow the army and buff the army until he dies. I'm just going to send him out and to his death. Or he could stand around and research in here, I'm not sure. So we're preaching in here. I don't think it will do anything because it's already at level 2 Dominion, unfortunately. Nephele will move in, then she will side search next turn while Nemerze builds the lab. And then we will start dancing in here. We're moving out a raiding group to White Grave. I could move it to Deep Sea, but then he would be able to see it. From White Grave, I'm quite sure that they can make it to both Range of Light and Chilad, and that's where I want to go with them. Probably Chilad to cut off the Range of Light. So that's what's happening here. Then the Dactyl that I moved out can't really follow the army as I had hoped. And moving to Lombaria or Eresia could potentially be dangerous. We might see a dragon in here. We might see an army up here. So he's just chilling for a second and side searching in here, and then he's gonna retreat if a dragon should show up. But getting this side search just with these paths is fine, better than nothing. Alright, so up here, we had a group in here that I didn't really know what to send, so we will send them to Weaker Woods, along with some of the units from Opal Shin. We're moving in this group here, that should be enough, even if he stays. With the nobles, we should be able to beat them. Large enemy monsters. In case he does attack rear. And these should fire archers. Yep. Do we want to give him more? Then we have a really iffy move here. I mean, I could also turn around and if with all of this, move into Copper Woods. But if she starts throwing down fire elementals, I think would be the worst one. She can do dust to dust. It would be nice to get it this turn. I'm also sure that we would be able to recruit some special units in here, like we are in Eric Belcourt, but I won't be able to afford this one. That's not realistic, I think, anytime soon. It's too close to his dominion, and it is in fact inside his dominion, which is also a reason why I don't want to maybe clear it right away. Once this pass through, right now there's no passage between here, but during winter on both sides, right now we have summer, high summer. And we both have Code Dominion, so in every other time of the year there will be passage between these two zones. We might be able to kill it, but we might even take great losses. We might even lose, because we can't have the Milia coming in, so it would be with this up here. We would probably win if I did scripted rear, attack rear, and just get win for the commanders and knock them out. And then we would have a chance of getting that robe. But I'm scared of it, so I'm not doing it. She would do dust to dust quite a few times, and we would lose at least half the stack. So we're going over here. Can we kill them? If they stay, put a bit more up here. If he comes into Grain Gate with all of this, that'll be a total of 6 plus 10 chariots in here. We have 46 ghosts and Amelia that will attempt to help. She's on a thugging script. She's coming from good water. So we could make some really much safer moves and not move to the promised land, where I'm also moving up. And the reason for my doing this is that the army up here, everything in here, the demons only have map move 14. They will not be able to move to the promised land. Nothing here can really do that. Yeah, the Immortal Archer can. Oh, the mages can move down there. Alright, huh. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of scary. Are they really... Something must be giving them underwater breathing here. Because I don't think the demon... Oh, they are amphibian. Oh. Oh. So now he has a tool for going underwater, and he did indeed counter move down in here. Oh, no, he stayed here? Yes, because he was here last turn as well with the dragon. So he's probably side-searching in here. Maybe even building a fort. Nah, not building a fort. Why would he build underwater forts? That's silly. No, I don't think he can build underwater forts. No. So he's probably just side-searching. Maybe he thought my pretender would come in and challenge him. That would have been an interesting fight. I don't think I want to fight him in his dominion. In his dominion... Well, if it's just a dragon, he would have 20% regeneration. It would be an even fight. I might even lose. Oof. No, I don't think the dragon can really hurt me. That's the thing. That would be an interesting fight, at least. But I don't think he's going to Nifl. Why would he? Okay. But do I move to the promised land, or do I just stand here like this? We're also having reinforcements from here. Or we could go to Midria instead. These earn sort of the same amount of money. The reason why I'm choosing Devil's Furnace is because there's a fire gem in here. Plus, it doesn't matter. And we know that at least last turn there was Demons of the Heavenly Fire in here. They are flying though, so they can move probably really far, and I mean, we could see them come in here this turn. We don't know what's in Agravania or Norfangs or anything in here. We haven't had any intel in here, I think ever. So there might be even a fort in here somewhere, which is kind of scary. I've counted provinces that I have, and I'm counting it through here, assuming that one line here is 1. There's 20 lines. That's probably not true. You know what? Let's do it together. Nation overview. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I have way more than 20 then. 10. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 20, 30. Okay. He has 25. I counted 25 for him. So, okay, 31, 32. Eric Balcour is 32. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Oh! So I fooled myself by thinking that each line here was one province. And I thought I only had the 20. Damn. Wow, that makes a difference. I have 36 and he has 25. Okay, I couldn't believe that he was bigger than me. Okay, so nice. That feels great. Jesus. Okay. So then I don't need to be as aggressive. I thought I had to really pressure him and that I was behind. I'm also sure that I have more forts than him. We know that there's a fort here, here, and Tien, of course. We know that there's not one being built here in the sinks. At least that wasn't last turn. Now I'm moving to Scythia, and then I'm very much thinking about going to the sinks after that. That's something we will mull over. And that's why we're sending the scout up here to check if he's moving troops in here. Otherwise, they'll have to be able to double move from the Cradle of Life. But the Demons of the Heavenly Fires can probably get here. But still, just having the threat here, I think, is enough. And we can go to the Hold, Donnermark, and Balmud. Just dancing along his line here is good enough. And then when I move in here, he's going to have to think, do I go to Polmania? We know that he has a temple in here. He might be building a fort there. I'm sure he must have a fort up here somewhere. But we know it's not here, so it could be like here. One of these two would be an ideal fort location for him. This one would be the best one, I think. It could even be... No, Aglavania we know. At least last turn we had... No, the turn before that we had the Promised Land. Right. Alright. So, do I go to the Promised Land? Maybe I don't. Maybe I stay. Maybe I stay. Then you can make it to Copper Woods. And all of these guys can make it to the Copper Woods. We don't need to go to the Grand Gate with you, at least, Cleo Fawn. Because now, if we're staying in here, we will site search with one of those. Hold up. How much are we bringing in here? 13, and we had 83 against... We don't have to fight everything here. We just need to kill the 2 sorceresses. Right? That's all. So we can have people on attack rear. Everything on attack rear. To just run around the troops and kill the sorceresses. And then we don't guaranteed get that rope. That's also an issue. We don't guaranteed get it. But we have a chance. Damn. I had already made up my mind about this, but Jesus. Let me think for a second. We'll do. Is there anything else that I should note that we're doing? I think we've been through it all. So this we can talk about the crafting for a second here. We're doing an Alquill more. Also set more of them to research now. We're only getting 199 still. I'm site searching with Isamid just to see if there's a death site in here. You never know. We haven't found any sites in this province yet, so there might be something hiding in here. Alquill, Amulet of Solid Air here. Then Water Lens here, just so we have one lying around that I can assign what we needed. Fire Plate for more. And we need another body armor, and we needed more fire resistance for our dudes. We already have an Amulet of Solid Air. Maybe we don't need another right now then. Up here, I noticed that we can forge another item that I had overlooked. We can do the Robe of the Sea now, which gives us water magic +1, so the first booster. And we had enough water gems lying around. And that would be useful for various things. We will do it. Get it done. We can make better equipment with our water randoms in here. Like, I don't know. Nothing here. This could be quite useful. Army sale, I'm probably not gonna make it, but this one maybe. Blue dragon scale mail, nah. Alright, nothing right off the bat, but having any type of booster around is fine, and it is 2 extra research per turn, so it counts as a really shitty owl quill when not being used. Okay, now we have an issue here. We have a group of units here, and a group of units here. Wicker Woods, I don't think he will stay in Wicker Woods, and it's 3 gold income. The problem is it's really hard predicting anything in this area. Where will he go? What does he fear me doing? And so forth. Unfortunately, this army is just a little bit offside in terms of getting to the 2 important provinces, so I can't stack a huge army, but we could then move everything to the Grain Gate. Just everything into the Grain Gate. And then we would be able to hold it. He might we could move everything to the Thing Woods. I'm expecting him to move to the Thing Woods. Maybe that's what we do. He's 64 units, and we can send in 83. So about 150 against what? He can send in his demons of the Heavenly Fire, and that may be enough to beat me. This is some pretty good PD actually, so we can increase that a little bit. I kind of like having these 2 nature gems. I think that's important. So maybe then I raid in the Promised Land. That would probably be okay. Would it be enough? It's gonna have to be enough. We'll see. Then we will take these and go to the Thing Woods. And I suppose all of you. So like that. Then boost the PD here, because these are pretty good, even against chariots and everything. Now we're talking about a decently sized army here. Decently sized is an understatement. This is a pretty big one. We will move everything to the front. Well, we do have some spellcasters, but they can be moved up. It's fine. I'm sort of expecting him to come in here, yeah. So let's do it. Could we beat the dragon? No. I'm gonna go and say no. Then we could probably not beat the dragon. But we might rout the army if he moves more in. If he only moves in the dragon... Tricky question. Yeah, see, the thing here is you're not the greatest for killing dragons with that sword. That sword is not for killing dragons. This one would be better at destroying the dragon. Attack 1, attack 2, and you have experience. Oh. Maybe we switch their scripts around. Well, that would be an easy way of doing that, and then give you the better equipment. We're also better in every way. So, but you have high precision, but that doesn't matter. I'm thinking about the just general experience in this case is what's important. Let's do it like that. Can you make it to the Promised Land? No. And also, where will this army go? I'm expecting... Well, I wouldn't guess. He's got 4 targets, and he could move back, and he could stand here and wait for me to come in with the Pretender, which is also something that he might expect. I'm half expecting him to actually just move back, probably to the Mountains of Evernight, if anything, just to consolidate and not move forward and expose himself too much. He's probably moving in here. This is the safer play for me in most ways, except if, well, where will the dragon go? That's always a thing, right? And this army is better suited to the dragon, for killing dragon, than most of the other things that I've done. I will put you at the way back to taunt the dragon. Give you an extra dude. Well, I actually figured out that it's quite interesting that the Spectral Archer has sort of the best melee attack of them all. Well, okay, this one has piercing, so better against things with higher protection, and they do have higher attack, longer length, but they do the most damage with their weapon, which is really just silly, interesting. Compared to like the Spectral Peltas, they aren't that great. They're actually the worst melee combatants that we have. The Archers, well, when they're surrounded, then attack skill doesn't matter all that much. I think we could kill the dragon with a bit of luck. It would probably kill a lot of ghosts, though. Maybe not even, because it's very slow going for killing stuff like that. Yeah, I think... Oh, but it has fear, so we might be routed. Oh, and if we get routed in here, and he has taken the Grain Gate, then we lose everything. So I'm changing my mind again. Can't be routed in the Thing Woods and be cut off in Great Gate. So we just do everything in here then? This is definitely a stronger force, if anything. Up here. This would be a cakewalk. I'll do it in a different way. Just in case. So we will say, Imidras, move over here. Now it's safe. I could also attack in Barmot. 30 enemy units. These guys can't make it there. But the 83 units can. If they don't come over there, what do we have? This would be enough to stop most things. Got another thuggy script here. Well, we were supposed to go away from this kind of scripting mid-episode. But this is important. Okay, so who's not moving? You're not moving. Search for magic sites. And you, I suppose, can't... Well, just preach, it's fine. You can blood hunt. Sure. Next is you. Do you go to Barmot? Right now I'm poking Barmot again just to see if... My idea was just to see if he changed his PD based on my first poke. Which he could very well do, maybe even patrol. He might come in and patrol with something from outside. So I think we are poking like that again. And then just keep doing it, and then suddenly I attack, right? It's tricky. I also want to attack Copperwoods, Barmot, Grain Gate. This is a defensive move more than anything. Does he attack in Grain Gate? Probably not, but he could, right? I'm just gonna say that's fine. Back and forth, back and forth. We are attacking some places, and we are going to claim a throne here. We're taking White Lake. We're posturing to take Chilad. We're taking Wiggle Woods. Even that one really doesn't matter, but whatever. Mercenaries, he hasn't hired mercenaries, and neither am I gonna. Okay, so I was very pleased this episode to figure out that I counted wrong, and that we are in fact almost twice, not twice, but one and a half times the size that he is at this point. So maybe it's not going as poorly as I thought. When I counted and thought that he had 5 more provinces, I was not satisfied. All right. On that note, I will end the episode. Thank you guys for watching and sticking to me here. And yeah, I hope you will continue to do so. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.